Hello everyone, it's your girl Chocolate Dot Ash. Long time no see, right? Well, I'm here with what will be the week 7 update. Tomorrow will be 7 weeks post-op from my VSG surgery. And let's get started. As you guys can see, I'm trying something new with the video editing. I've been really boring with my videos, so hopefully you guys like it. So let me know what you think. Okay, so hopefully everybody watched the food haul video where I started talking about what the topics will be for today. So the first thing I want to do is answer some questions. I'm not going to put anybody on blast. I've been receiving questions from Instagram, from Facebook, and from right here on the YouTube page. So I'm just going to answer those questions. So one of the first questions I got was about tortillas. So here's the thing with tortillas. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I love bread. So during I think it was my week 2 checkup, my very first doctor's appointment, I sat and talked with my nutritionist. And she told me, I told her about a recipe that I made. It was like burrito lasagna. And I told her that I used soft tortilla shells within it. And she told me back then that as long as it was soft and it didn't hurt going down, that it was fine. So that's one of the reasons why I've been eating tortilla shells. Now, let me just put this little disclaimer out there. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. Nothing like that. So don't take what I do for the final say. If your doctor or your nutritionist tells you that they don't want you to have something, then by all means follow them. But I do what I want to do. I'm joking. I mean, that's basically what it is. I like it, so I eat it. It doesn't hurt, and I mean, I stay under my calories, so I'm fine with it. What you do is going to be up to you. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's going to tolerate different things, and I refuse to be unhappy during this process, and tortillas make me very happy. So the next question I got was, how long was I off of work? I was off work for about 2 weeks and 4.5 days. So I only went back to work. I won't even lie. I only went back to work because I was running out of days. I was not ready to go back to work just because of the pain and just extreme tiredness. If I could have waited to go back to work, then I definitely would have. But I had no choice, so I took my ass back to work. One thing that I did want to know is, I know in my previous videos I talked a lot about the pain that I was in. I've known people who have recently just had surgery, and they are saying that their pain isn't as bad. And I think one of the reasons why I was in a lot more pain than maybe other people were was because, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did have a piece of my section of my colon taken out along with the stomach due to my colitis and my colon being stuck to my stomach. So I think that that may have played a very big role in the amount of pain that I was in, because like I said, I do know people in my personal life who have gone through the surgery very recently, and their pain isn't as bad. So again, I could just be a big ass baby. I don't do pain very well, so I mean, I could just have been being dramatic, but the shit hurt and it was horrible. I wouldn't wish that on my enemies. But at the same time, like I said, everybody is going to tolerate things differently. Everybody's going to have different experiences, and I'm just sharing mine with you guys. I was in pain. So the next thing I want to talk about is dumping. I did have my first experience with dumping, which was very interesting. I actually decided that I was going to try some low-fat, sugar-free vanilla ice cream because I was just craving something sweet. And I had some, and I put some light sugar-free whipped cream on top, and it was so delicious. And afterwards, I felt like I just wanted to vomit. It was very peculiar. I had never felt like that before. Like, I literally thought that I was just about to just and I just felt really bad. I felt really tired afterward, and I just felt sick to my stomach. So I will be holding off on ice cream henceforth and until until I don't even know when. I'm just not gonna have any for a very long time. The next thing I want to talk about is tiredness. So I have been really tired lately. I don't know if it's because I'm not doing my vitamins like I'm supposed to, or I'm not getting enough protein or anything, but this last week, the reason why I didn't do an update video was because I got sick, and I wasn't feeling very well, and I know I was tired from that, but even I was tired. So the other day when I was at work, I wasn't feeling very well, and like I said, feeling really lethargic and tired, and I actually ate a piece of candy. And before I had surgery, I had just passed over the threshold of being a diabetic. So I ate a piece of candy. I ate a couple everlasting gobstoppers. They were like super tiny, like that big, and I may have had like 2 or 3 of them, and surprisingly I felt a lot better. So it could just be that my blood sugar has been really low because I haven't been eating sugar and stuff. So I don't know, but that piece of candy did really help, and I felt a lot better afterwards. The next thing I want to talk about is working out. So I had my first experience working out, and I totally overdid it. So this was probably about a week or so ago, and I went to the gym and I felt good, and I got on the treadmill, and I walked for over an hour. Not very high pace. I think it was maybe like 2.5 to 3 miles an hour the whole time. I did not get tired. I barely broke a sweat. And it was good. It felt good, but I totally overdid it. Like, that was way too long. I think I walked 4 miles or something like that, and afterwards, the next couple of days, I couldn't even go back to the gym. Like, I just was in pain, and it just wasn't really good. I actually also sat down on a yoga ball, and when I usually sit down on those, I stretch my back, and I ended up leaning back and stretching my back, not even thinking, oh my God, I'm probably stretching my stomach. And afterwards, I was out of the game after that. My stomach hurt. It was bad. I think that was, like I said, probably about a week or 2 ago. I have since been back to the gym. Today is Sunday, March 8th, by the way. And I went to the gym on Friday and got a good little workout in. I did some lifting of some weights. I think I only had like 4-pound weights on both sides. Drop this. I also did the treadmill for 40 minutes, did an elliptical for 35 minutes. So all that stuff, it worked out pretty good. I didn't have any trouble with that. I also did some weight machines for my arms, and I tried to do a weight machine for my legs. I did some of that too, some leg curls. But other than that, everything went fine. My neck hurt a lot. My shoulders and my neck hurt from the lifting of the weights, but it was pretty good. I didn't have a problem with it. And me and some of my friends have started working out together, so I think that's a big thing. If you have a group of people that can commit to going to the gym with you, I think we're gonna start trying to do at least 3 times a week. And then I think it makes it easier because not only do you have somebody to talk to while you're there, you're not there by yourself, and you have other people that are able to hold you accountable. Because when I was going by myself, it was just like, oh, whatever. But now that I got people like depending on me to come with them, and be there with them, I mean, it makes it a lot easier or a lot harder for me to be like, oh no, I'm not just gonna go to the gym because they're giving me a bunch of shit. So yeah, definitely find some buddies. On that note, I have also, me and some of my work friends, we have been taking breaks throughout the day. So we'll try to go at least once a day, if we can, if we're all in the office and if, we're not out and about. And we will go walking for 20 or 30 minutes around our office building. And a lot of people actually in our office building take walks. You'll see people walking all day long, and I mean, it's something that a lot of people do. So we're not the only ones that are doing it, but it works. I use the MyFitnessPal app, and I'll get my MyFitnessPal stuff later for you guys, but my iPhone tracks my steps, so those steps end up taking away from the calories and all that stuff, the calories that I can eat a day. So I mean, I really like the MyFitnessPal app because I can track my weight loss, my calories, my protein, also my steps and all that stuff. So I definitely I would recommend it if you're somebody who wants to keep track of how you're doing every single day. The next thing I want to talk about is what I call VSG Mean Girls. So I'm on a couple different sites and stuff that's talking about you know, support groups, and the one I always shout out, the VSG support page on Facebook, which I love it. There's a lot of positive things on there. One thing I will talk about though is like I said, these, what I feel like people are trying to be like VSG mean girls. So I'll post I'll be specific. I posted a picture of some quesadillas that I made, and it just seemed like people lost their shit talking about, oh, you eat tortillas, oh, that has so many calories, oh, da 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 this. Just on and on and on and on about it. I'm being dramatic. It wasn't on and on and on, but still, I just was like, really? Like, who? What the fuck? So I thought that was really funny. And the reason I get into that is because it's not just people on the support pages, people who have had surgery too. Other people, I find myself getting frustrated with other people making comments about what it is that I eat. So family or friends or people who know I've had the surgery. First of all, I'm grown as hell. Second of all, I'm going to do what I want to do. So don't tell me about your concerns about, oh, am I gonna, oh, I just don't want you to gain all that weight back. Okay, and if I do, I'll be fine. I just don't understand, like, where people get off with thinking that they have the right to, I don't know, put their 2 cents in about what it is that I'm doing, or especially what it is that I'm eating. It is so annoying to me that I'll be eating with somebody who knows that I've had surgery, and they'll be like, oh, can you eat that? Or you can't eat that. You're not supposed to have that. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? First of all, I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat. Secondly, you don't look like a nutritionist nor a doctor nor anything else who needs to be letting me know what it is that I can and cannot eat. I'm going to eat what I want to eat because, first of all, my shit is already limited. So I'm going to eat things that are good. And it gets annoying eating the same things over and over and over again. I find so many different recipes on like Pinterest, on blogs, on everything, because I'm tired of eating the same old shit. I will not eat no soup. After that liquid phase, I'm not eating no soup. I get tired of eating chicken every single day, or, you know, salmon or whatever. So I like to try new things. And as far as I'm concerned, if it does not hurt me going down, and if I say, as long as I stay under the calories that I set for myself, then I don't have a problem with it. It's just like, where the nerve of these people? Like, where the hell do you get off trying to judge me or trying to tell me what it is that I can do? Like, that is one thing that I am very, very passionate about. Like, and it makes me very upset because these same people weren't saying nothing when I was shoving my face full of a bunch of shit that I shouldn't have been eating. Or and they damn sure ain't telling themselves when they eating all the junk that they eat. Or, you know, just chill. Don't do that. Don't try to tell me what I can and cannot eat. Or don't question me, because I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's just like, get your life. So talking about calories, I decided to set my own limit of calories that I'm gonna do per day. And I just came up with a number 500. When I went to the doctor for the first time after having surgery, I asked them, you know, what's a good number for me to stay under for calories? And, you know, the doctor just basically told me, don't worry about it. Just worry about getting my protein. Don't worry about the calories. And that really wasn't working for me. So, because I hit this weight stall and I was just like, nope, I need to be tracking this. So I decided to do 500 as the max. Honestly, I do not reach 500 calories very often. The most time that I see that I do reach it is if I've eaten the number of meals that I have for the day and I haven't met my protein goal. So I'll eat or I'll drink a protein drink or something like that. And that usually takes me a couple calories over. But on most days, I'm around the 300-ish mark. I don't normally make it to even 400 calories. So that does that's a good number for me. Also, I just want to talk about some of the things that I've been eating. So I started eating fruit, strawberries, love strawberries, watermelon, grapes, fresh fruits. Because I was eating canned fruits and that was fine. But since that went good, I decided to do some fresh raw fruits. And it has been amazing. I love it. I can't wait to start like eating crunchy stuff like carrots and like sunflower seeds and stuff like that. Just to snack on. Well, technically I tried. I had this granola mix and it had almonds in it and stuff. It's like 10 grams of protein for like a 4-foot cup. So, I have been eating that and I just ate, like I said, a 4-foot cup, 10 grams of protein, and it went down just fine. I was fine. I didn't die. I'm here. I'm alive. So I think I'll continue to eat that. I've been out to eat a couple of times. I went to a hibachi grill and had some hibachi style. It's a Japanese grill where they cook like the stuff right in front of you. And I had some hibachi style vegetables. And I think they were like carrots and all type of stuff. I didn't eat the broccoli that was in there, just because I'm afraid. They do say stay away from broccoli. So I ate pretty much everything else that was in there, and it was really good. And I think as long as the veggies are cooked, they weren't soft by any means, but they weren't hard or raw. You know, they were just grilled. So I think that as long as the vegetables are cooked, like I've been eating onions and green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers that have been cooked and stuff, and that has worked out just fine for me. I haven't had any issues with that. Eating out has been interesting. I can usually eat out for about $5, which I have learned to love. I haven't eaten off the kids menu yet, but I have I? I can't remember if I've eaten off the kids menu. I've asked for them. Oh, I lied. I went to Qdoba and I ate off the kids menu. I had a open burrito or something like that and like some chips. I didn't really eat the chips, but the chicken open burrito that was in a bowl, I did eat off the kids menu there, and that was only about $5, so I was really happy about that. I usually get like appetizers, so like if I go to Applebee's, I'll probably get like some chicken quesadillas and pull them apart, and I'll probably be able to eat like two of them. I can't remember anything else that I've had. Oh, I had a fajita roll up from Applebee's the other day. I ate half of it, but when I checked the calories on it, even though I pulled off probably about, I'll say I pulled off maybe about 80% of the tortilla, I couldn't calculate how many calories that was, and it ended up being like 400 calories or something, and I just said that wasn't worth it, just for one meal, for half of a freaking $10 roll up, so I won't be doing that again. Where else have I been? I had some Taco Bell. I'm not gonna lie, I got a Nacho Bell Grande just because I felt like I could eat tortilla chips, but I mean it was a chicken one, but I didn't even eat a third of it. Like I ate a couple bites and I was over it. So I haven't had that since. Try not to eat too many tortilla chips. I've made tortilla chips myself just with tortillas. And I mean it's just not worth it. Not worth the calories, not worth the trouble. What else have I been eating? Oh, wonton everything. If you follow my Instagram page, I have started posting my recipes from MyFitnessPal that allows me to create the recipes in there. And I post pics. I love wontons. I love egg rolls before. So I've been making everything in wontons, pizza wontons, all types of stuff. So that's been really good for me. Also, I found a way to make the protein water taste good. So I've showed you guys a couple of times the protein 2O water, and I call it Jello water because it tastes gross. The other day, I put some great protein 2O water, 15 grams of protein in it. I put it in my fruit infusion water bottle. That the fruit sits inside and gets the juices from the fruit in your water. I put strawberries, grapes, and watermelon cut up into the center, let it sit in the fridge overnight, and that was the best tasting protein water I have ever had. I didn't taste any Jello flavors, no nothing. So that was actually really, really good, and I really liked it. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I will give you the information right now. My name on Instagram is Chocolate Doll the Diva, CHOCOLATEDOLLTHADIVA. So I put all my info down at the bottom of my videos, so it'll always be there. Also, if you guys are adding me on Facebook, I don't know who you are, so just send me a message and be like, hey, I'm from the YouTube page, or I'm from whatever, so I just know who you guys are. So I'll add you, and I just won't be looking at you like, who the hell is this? Other than that, I had an ER visit. That's what I was going to tell you about. I went to the emergency room a couple weeks ago before I got sick. So I was sick last weekend. The weekend before that, I went to the emergency room because I was having bloody stools. And I had one bowel movement that had some blood, and it was nothing. But this time it was a significant amount. Like, it was scary, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. So I called the on-call of my surgeons, and I got some random surgeon, and he kind of just like blew me off, told me to go to the emergency room. I went to the emergency room. One thing I will say is I had the quickest time at the emergency room. After I told them I had just had surgery, they got me in quickly. I was like, yes, I do not have to be here all night. Thank you. So that was that's a perk, I guess, of having surgery. If you ever have to go to the emergency room, you will get in quickly. So they ran some tests and stuff. They told me I was a little bit dehydrated, but I didn't have to get any IVs or anything, which I was happy about. Just because I tried hard to get this water in. I won't lie and say I do every day, but I do more than half on most days. Excuse me. So the diagnosis, they told me I had a small hemorrhoid, which I was like, what? I thought like old people and like pregnant people got hemorrhoids. Well, I had one. They were like, oh, it's tiny. I'm like, that was a lot of blood, but they were like, no, it was tiny. So they gave me some Miralax, or they wrote me a prescription, and they wanted me to pay like $30 for that prescription. So I just bought some at Kroger's. It cost me like $6. And that, I mean, it took a couple of days to work, but it did end up working. So I think that if you're constipated, Miralax works pretty good. I wouldn't recommend taking it more than like 4 days in a row because she gets real sketchy. But I didn't have any like cramping or pain or anything from it that I've heard that some people have had from it. I didn't have any of that. It just worked, and I was pooping. So a day that you poop after the surgery is a good day. So I take my blessings any way I can. Another thing that I want to talk about is that it has been really hard for me to remember to take these vitamins. I do not like medicine. I'll take it if I'm sick, but I don't know, swallowing pills, like, it's not hard for me. I just don't like taking medicine. So I have got to go find some type of, even the chewable. Like, I have chewables, I have pills. It's just hard for me to take it. Not because I mean, sometimes I do forget, but other times it's just like, I don't want to take that. So I know that I definitely need some vitamins, so I'm gonna try to find something at like a GNC or something, because I do want to be taking my vitamins like I'm supposed to. I'm sure they're gonna do some blood work when I go to the doctor, and they're probably gonna say something about that, but it's something I already know. Okay, so let's get to the good stuff. I took my measurements on February 21st. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you my measurements from the 21st, and then I'm going to give you my measurements for today, March 8th. So on the 21st, my neck measured 15.75 inches. My left arm was 18.25. My right arm was 18 inches. My bust was 48. My waist was 46 and a half. My stomach was 51 inches. My hips were 57 inches. My right thigh was 33 inches. My right calf was 19 inches. My left thigh was 34. Left calf was 21. And today, my measurements are as follows. My neck is 15 inches. My left arm is 17 inches. Right arm is 16.5 inches. So that was a decrease, a couple of inches, 2 inches. My bust was 48 inches. Today it's 45 inches. So that's 3 inches. I don't know if I'm happy with that. I prayed a long time for these boobs. It was a long time coming, so I got mixed feelings about that. But anyways, my waist was 46 and a half inches. My waist is now 43 inches. Okay, getting that high school body back. What else? My hips. Oh no, my stomach is next. My stomach was 51. It's now 49. My hips are 53 inches, down from 57. That's 4 inches. I can't not be happy about that. My right thigh is 32 inches, so that's down an inch. My right calf is 19 inches. That's the same. My left thigh is 32 inches. So that's down 2 inches. And my left calf is 20 inches. So that's down 1 inch. So, hashtag she did that. Hello. I can't be mad about that. And also I got on the scale and weighed myself today. And my weight is as follows. On surgery day, I weighed 323 pounds. My highest weight was 330 pounds. Today, I weigh 285 pounds. That is a 38-pound decrease from surgery day. And a 45-pound, I think, hold on, let me check my math. Yeah, 45-pound difference from my highest weight. So I'm happy with those results. I'm sure if I didn't eat tortillas, there'll be a lot less. But I'm happy with that. I think that the more I get active and do walking and stuff while I'm at work, and when I start really putting in this work at the gym, I think that things will move a little faster for me. Also staying under my calories and getting my water that I need. So I'm happy. I think I'm most happy about the fact that I lost 3 inches off my waist, because I'm gonna put a picture in here of my high school body so y'all can understand where I'm coming from. I'm trying to get back to that. So, yeah. So that's all I have for you guys. Another long video. I know I talk so much and just be rambling, and I just be trying to let y'all know how I feel. So, like always, feel free to comment, send me messages, send me DMs, follow me on Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter, but I mean, if you guys want to connect with me on Twitter, I'll get on. That's fine. But Instagram, I'm always on Instagram. Follow me on MyFitnessPal. I'll be putting up my recipes for MyFitnessPal and pictures and stuff on my Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. 45 pounds down. Hey. I'm really happy about that. So always remember that my weight loss is going to be different from your weight loss. So don't take my videos and take everything as gold. You know what I mean? Because everybody is going to have different experiences. Some people lose a lot faster. Some people lose slower. I'll be 7 weeks tomorrow, and I think 45 pounds in 7 weeks, or 38 pounds in 7 weeks. I'm happy with that. So I'll let you guys know what the doctor says after my visit on Thursday, and I'll holla.